Let's bring in KTVU political reporter Greg Lee. Just one of the races that we're watching, and certainly people saying these are races that tell us a lot about the political climate across the United States. This race, Proposition 50 as well. Yeah, a Democratic sweep overall the entire night. If you look at this night of elections, and definitely some momentum in favor of Democrats thus far. And after bruising losses in 2024, party looking for some wins and a clear message and messenger. California congressional Democrats all got behind Prop 50 in short order. And just moments ago, we heard from former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who spoke to a crowd of volunteers in San Francisco. Here's what she said about the victory.
Here's the thing, this is a tough time in our country because of what's happening in D.C. or not happening in D.C. But we don't agonize, we organize, we unionize. And that's what we did in this election. Thank you so much to Rudy for having the plan and Gary for executing it and Kim for just giving us our guidance on a daily basis. Because the governor did a great job. He was wonderful. It was great. But they were doing the big messaging and all of that. But if you don't own the ground, you're just having a conversation. Right. So he counted on us to do our thing. But what was beautiful about this, it was strategic. It was targeted. It was swing voters in swing districts, and it was in working families.
Nancy Pelosi knows how to organize. She knows how to raise money. She's been doing it for nearly 40 years. So tonight, thanking volunteers that really the ground game for the Yes on 50 side was incredibly strong, which is leading to some of those early margins that we're seeing. Yeah, and they called this race right at 8 o'clock and said Proposition 50 passed. So now they're still counting votes. Does the margin and how big it is matter? I do think it matters. If it's in that 12 to 15% range, we know it was early on very large. We expect that to contract a little bit as more numbers come in. But if it's in that 10 to 15% range, it really speaks to where people are at in California. We're looking at those margins, too, across the nation in the Mamdani race in Virginia and New Jersey, because it says really that this was a repudiation of the Trump administration, which you would expect out of the first election in a second term.
Real quick sidebar, since we're talking about Nancy Pelosi, do we expect to hear from her, you think, in regards to whether or not she's going to run for her seat?
I mean, what we know about Nancy Pelosi is that she keeps things close to the vest, particularly about her future. I think she continues to revel in this Prop 50 victory for a little while, and then she sets a timeline moving forward and gives us an indication of what her plans might look like.
Got him. Greg. All right. Thank you. Let's go back to